So you might like it too, Kath. We'll see. So, yeah, we're going to work with the affirmation for the shape Ganapatiasana. In the Ananda yoga tradition, different asanas have an affirmation to go with it. So anytime they're in mountain pose or downward facing dog or whatever the asana is, they'll say an affirmation with it. It's really a really profound way to practice. And so we're going to work into Ganapatiasana today. And just like I shared on Thursday, you know, we're looking to express the energy behind the pose, right? We don't have to come into the full physical expression of the shape, but we're bringing the energy of the shape into our space. And with Ananda Yoga, we're bringing in that affirmation, that mantra. And maybe we'll close our eyes to start, and I'll say the mantra a few times and just allow it to land with you, okay? So get comfy and maybe let out a sigh. We're here. And the mantra for our practice today is, I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. So let's give ourselves a moment to feel the beating of our own heart and our chest. And exhale. And inhale. Feel the beating of your heart in your chest. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. Let's begin to inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for 4. So your next inhale, let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, find freedom. Exhale, freedom. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Now maybe we blink our eyes open for just a moment. I'm just going to show you what this pose of Ganesha is. Ganapatiasana is the pose of Ganesha. So it's kind of like our warrior 3 where we're on one leg and the heart is parallel with the floor. And then we bring our arms behind us. And maybe our arms are finding opposite elbows. Maybe they're opposite forearms. Maybe they're just on the wrist. And if that's not accessible, then we just bring our hands to our hips, okay? Because we're opening up the chest. And our Ganapatiasana, I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. Maybe you even bring your arms out like an airplane or like a winged bird, right? So we're going to sail serenely through skies of inner freedom today. We're going to begin from the top down to open our shoulders. So let's let out an exhale. Let's chant a single Om together to start. Why not? Let's breathe in. Exhale for Om. Now let's blink the eyes open if you want, or maybe you want to keep the eyes gently closed. We'll roll our shoulders, feet up and back to start. Maybe you want to roll them forward, back and forward. Let's bring the shoulders to rest. Let the elbows kind of dangle as if they were kind of loose, yeah, like as if they're like kind of loose dangly earrings. The shoulder is the ear and the elbow is the earrings. Let them kind of hang loose. Like, yep. Now let's bring the right ear towards that right shoulder. Maybe we close the eyes and soften into that left side of the neck. Maybe we even drop that left elbow, that earring, let it dangle a little more. Dropping the elbow, reaching it towards the hip. And then relax that left arm and relax the head back to neutral. The ears stack over the shoulders. And let's exhale again and bring the left ear towards the left shoulder and let that right elbow dangle towards the hip. We're not straining to let that elbow come down, but we're just kind of encouraging it to drop. And then let's bring our head back to neutral. Let's bring our fingers out to the side and tent the fingers as if they were spider hands. And then with the shoulders back and down, let's walk the right hand over to the right. And let's bring the left ear towards the left shoulder again. Just feel a different kind of opening maybe on the right side of the neck. And now let's drop the chin towards the left side of the chest. Bring it to the middle. And then bring it over to the right side of the chest. And now bring the chin back to neutral and bring the head up. And let's drop the hands onto the knees. And then from here, let's bring the heart forward. And let's just sway the heart to the right and to the left. As if it were like that pendulum on the grandfather clock, going back and forth, giving some mobility to the spine. Maybe you drop that left shoulder towards the right knee as you go through, and then you bring the right shoulder towards that left knee. You can make this as kind of exaggerated or as much of an opening as you want. But we're really just aligning and noticing our energy. And then let's kind of wiggle our way back to the shoulders, over the hips, drop those elbows down. Yeah, bring the fingertips to the floor. Walk the left fingertip out this time. And then bring the right ear to the right shoulder. And we'll pause and we close the eyes. And then drop the chin towards the right side of the chest. And then towards the middle of the chest. And the chin towards the left shoulder, that left side of the chest. And then bring the gaze back to the middle, let the hands rest. And let's bring our palms together, interlace the fingers, maybe flip the palms forward. Yep, stretching out along the wrist and the back of that arm. If you want, you can lift the arms a little bit and drop the chin. Maybe you just want to press through the hands and around the back. So there's lots of options here. All of our bodies are different. Maybe it feels better to just bring the hands forward and reach. Maybe you want to reach it overhead. Let's give ourselves the space to cultivate this inner freedom. And now let's reach both arms up overhead. Let the fingertips go if you want. And then let the hands come to the side. And from here, let's uncross the legs, bring the legs nice and straight. Bring the hands behind us, maybe on the side of the hips. The fingertips can point towards the glutes. Bend the knees, and let's drop the knees over to the right. So the knees are dropped to the right, the palms, the fingers face towards the knees. And let's just kind of lean back. Maybe you come all the way onto your forearms, or just lean back as much as you want, opening up the outer hip, the top of that left leg. You can soften the gaze, feel the heart soften maybe. Nice, guys. Notice if you're clenching the right leg. Let the right leg relax. The left quad, the left top of that leg is going to maybe get a stretch. Maybe the left hip a little. And then let's exhale, bring the feet back to the floor. You can kind of sway side to side again. And then we'll drop the knees over to the left. Resituate the hands so you feel stable. You can kind of lean back. Maybe the top of that right leg gets a little stretch here. You can drop the heart down. You can breathe in and out and close the eyes. Breathe in and out. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And now let's exhale, bring knees to the sky, feet to the floor, walk the hands forward, kind of come to seated. And let's find a seated butterfly. We often do this on our back. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out to the side. And then adjust the sits bones, and let's lean forward if you want. Maybe you sit up nice and tall and just reach the crown of the head forward. The feet can be really close to the body, and that's more of like inner thigh. If they're further away, then that's more of back of the leg. And the feet, if it's not accessible to bring them together, just bring one shin in front, one foot in front, and then we'll switch in a few breaths. Yep, so do whatever you need. You can bring that right foot in front first. Give ourselves a couple breaths. And now if your feet aren't together, bring the left shin in front and bring the right foot back. If you're in butterfly, just stay there and maybe see if you can settle into the heartbeat a little more. Good, guys. One more breath in. And now let's exhale to bring the shoulders over the hips. Nice. Now let's come to tabletop. And maybe you come through downward facing dog. Let's meet in tabletop and maybe 5 breaths. So maybe you need to wiggle a little more. Maybe you want to stand and do some side twists. Maybe you want to come into a forward fold. So letting yourself come into your tabletop after giving yourself the movements that you want. That might feel nice to get there, and then we'll find a table with the wrists and hands underneath the shoulders and those knees underneath the hips. Yep. Nice job, guys. I love it when I give us the option to move through a few things first and people actually feel comfortable enough to do it, to honor the body. That's what this is all about, this yoga practice, right? So from our tabletop, let's drop the belly and lift the heart. Coming into maybe that cow. Inside. And then we'll exhale to round. Coming into the cat. Let's press the earth away and be here for a couple breaths. And then we'll inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart again. Nice, ladies. And then exhale, round. Tilting the pelvis, dropping the chin towards the chest, breathe in. And then let's exhale, find a flat back. And then from this flat back, we're going to bring the left toe to the sky. And imagine you had like a balloon. You know when you have those balloons, you just kind of pop up, you like kind of trying to keep it in the air. Let's do that with that left big toe. So imagine there were a balloon. You're just going to keep that balloon in the air. So just kind of tap the toe to the sky a couple times. It doesn't have to be a big movement. It can just be little. Keep that balloon in the sky, tapping the toe up to the ceiling. Breathing. And let's exhale, bring that left knee down. And then sway the hips side to side. Give the left leg a little rest. And then bring ourselves back to neutral. And then we're going to do that with the right toe. So bend that toe up to sky. And just kind of tap the toe to the ceiling. Back and forth, up and down. And we're breathing as we do it. It's kind of a little movement. You can make it really big if you want and bring the knee down and up, or just kind of tap. One more breath. And let's exhale, bring the right knee back down. And from here, let's walk the legs out long, come onto the belly and onto the forearms, coming into that Sphinx pose. So that's with our elbows under the shoulders. The pelvis is down. The tops of the legs are down, tops of the feet. And our heart lifts with a little back bend. Maybe you want to bring the elbows forward more so they're not under the shoulders. That's gentler on the low back. So maybe you start there. We'll breathe in and out a couple of times. Now another breath in. Then let's exhale, bring the chest to the floor, plant the hands, and let's sit back into child's pose. Those hips towards the heels. And if that's not comfortable, then come into your puppy pose with the hips over the knees. The hips are lifted, hips can be lifted or hips can be down, but keep those arms out in front. Let's breathe in and out. And in. Exhale, let the breath go. And one more breath in. And let's exhale to roll forward. Let's come onto our stomach again. Lower down and bring the chest to the ground this time. And with our chest on the ground, let's bring the hands to the side and reach those hands towards the heels. Now lift the chest up just a little. The chin is parallel with the floor. Maybe the gaze is past the front of the mat. And just reach those fingers towards the heels. Maybe you want to lift the tops of the feet off the ground. Maybe the thighs come off the ground a little. This is our locust pose. You can keep the thighs lowered if you want. Just lift the tops of the feet. One more breath in. And then let's exhale, lower the tops of the feet. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's press up and back and meet in downward facing dog. Press the hands down. Pedal the feet out if you want. The hands can be nice and wide. Maybe the feet are nice and wide. Let's just breathe and see if we can find some inner freedom in our downward facing dog. See if we can find a little bit of bliss here. Maybe that relief exhale, that this feels comfortable in our body. And if it doesn't, we can find puppy pose or we can find a forward fold. Let's breathe in and out a couple more times. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. And now inhale, glance up with the hands. Let's walk our feet forward to the top of the mat. And then with our hands towards the floor, let's find opposite elbows maybe, and in our forward fold, we can sway side to side. Let the head hang. Let's breathe in and out. And now let's exhale, release the hands from the arms, and then bring the back up, maybe kind of flat, so the heart's parallel with our mat now. Maybe the shoulders are kind of in line with the hips, or maybe not. And let's bring our arms out, again, like that winged bird floating through the sky. So arms are out, we're in our half forward fold. And then this is really active on the torso. So feel that strength of the torso. Let's breathe in. Let's exhale, let the hands dangle and come into forward fold, Uttanasana. Maybe the forehead parallel with the knees. Now let's exhale, step the feet maybe mat distance apart. If you have a block, you bring a block under the heart. Okay. Now bend the knees and come up halfway. Bring the arms out like that airplane or that bird soaring across the sky. Good, guys. Breathe in. Now let's exhale, bring the right hand to the block. And then let the left hand just guide, bend the knees as much as you need to. Pressing the hand down and reaching the left arm up. The hip kind of sways out to the side. That's okay, because maybe you feel an opening on the left hip. And then exhale, scoop that left hand down. Let's come into forward fold with the head hang, and then bring the left hand to the block. And then as you're ready, reach the right arm to the sky. Pressing the left hand down. See if you can release any effort in the shoulders so you're not straining in the shoulders, okay? So maybe that means you don't press as hard into the block. Maybe that means you don't twist as deeply towards the right, okay? And now let's exhale, bring the right hand down. Bend the knees, lift the heart and the chest, bring the arms out like an airplane. Maybe you say out loud or to yourself, I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. Let's bend the knees, drop the hands towards the sides of the legs, and then reach the arms up to sky and come into mountain pose. Stand tall. Exhale, bring hands to the heart. Roll the shoulders back, breathe in. Let's exhale, bend the knees and sit down in chair pose. It can be a deep chair we really love, it can be high. Pull the shoulders back, let's tuck the pelvis, and then bring the arms out in front. And then reach those arms out to the sides if you're getting ready to run and hug your best friend. And now let's exhale to hinge, let the heart hover over the thighs. And then sweep the arms down towards the legs and reach them behind us as if we were skiing down the side of a mountain. Breathe in. Exhale. And now straighten the leg as we sweep the arms up to sky, mountain pose. Nice, guys. Hands come to shine towards the thighs. Breathe in. Let's exhale, ground the right foot, and then step the left foot back just a little bit, maybe like half a meter or a little less. And then come onto the ball of that left foot. Just bend that right knee a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Slight bend in that right knee. Then inhale, reach the arms up. Let's exhale, twist towards that left straight leg. A variation of twisted crescent. And now let's exhale to lower that heel down. If it's lifted, straighten that right leg. And then drop that right hand on the inside of that right leg. Reach the left arm to sky. A variation of our triangle trikonasana. Breathe in. Exhale. Another breath in. And then exhale, bring that left hand towards the right hand. So now the heart is parallel with the floor again. And from here, let's open our arms out wide like that airplane. Bend the right knee if you need to. Coming into a variation of our pyramid pose. Here's some freedom. Breathe in. And then exhale, bend that right knee as we sweep the hands down and up. Come onto the ball, that left foot, a little variation of crescent pose. Inhale. And then exhale, bring hands to heart and step the left foot forward, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale, sweep the hands down, and then we'll bring them up. Bend the left foot, step the right foot back. And then come into kind of that gentle bend in the front leg. And a little step back with the right. And then straighten that front leg. Drop the heel down. And let's exhale to fold halfway and bring arms out like a T. You can bend that left knee as much as you need to, right? Maybe we soften the face. See if we can let go of any strain. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Then exhale, bring the hands down. So maybe they frame the left leg. Straighten the left leg if it's not there already. Bring the left hand on the inside of the leg and reach the right arm to sky, coming into Trikonasana on the other side. Breathe in and out. Nice, guys. Breathe in. And now let's exhale, bring the right hand down towards the left. As you're ready, bend that left knee. Let's rise into crescent. Maybe you can come onto the ball, that right foot nice and long, through the fingers, through the arms. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. If you want, hinge over that leg and bring the arms out like a T. Find a little bit of freedom. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down. And then as you're able, step the left foot back. You can lower the knees. And let's come down to the knees and then the heart and the chin comes towards the ground. So those sits bones are kind of reaching for the sky. It looks really silly. Breathe in. And then exhale, lower the thighs down, lift the heart up. Maybe we hover the hands over the floor. The heart is just kind of beating steadily, hovering over the floor. And now exhale, press the hands down. Press up and back. Let's find downward facing dog again. Ardha Svanasana. Moving with our breath and moving with awareness. This moving meditation. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now inhale, step our right foot forward. And then step the left foot to meet the right. Let's grab opposite elbows and hang in our Uttanasana. Let's sway side to side. It can be a quick sway. Maybe it's a nice steady sway. And then come back to neutral. Bend the knees. Let's rise up to stand, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. Then exhale, bring hands to the heart. Grounding both of our feet. And now let's ground that left foot, bend the right knee, and then exhale to open the hip out to the side. Maybe the right big toe is on the ground. This is our sapling pose, right? We kind of invented that shape in this class. Let's breathe in and out. And then maybe we extend that right leg out, flexing the foot towards the face. Maybe we bring the heel to the ground if we need to, or just flex the foot. And then let's bend the knee and bring the toe back to the ground, maybe that foot on the calf. We're going to do that again. Open the leg out, straightening that right leg. And then bend, coming back into our variation of sapling or tree. One more breath. And then as you're ready, let's grow some branches in this tree. Any variation of Vrksasana. If you want, bring that leg out and back in. Or maybe you just find a steady tree. Another breath in and out. Breathe in. And then our out breath brings that right knee to the front and then ground that foot. Drop the hands down and let's just kind of sway side to side. Yeah. Moving with awareness. Moving with the breath. Nice, guys. Open the shoulders back to front. Roll the shoulders up, back and down if you need to. Ground the right foot. Now let's bend that left knee and open up that hip, knee to the side. Plant the toe. Find your sapling pose. Breathe in. Maybe notice the beating of your own heart in the chest. And then we'll exhale to straighten that leg. Kicking that foot to the side. And then you can bend it back in. Then on your own, just go through that movement back and forth. And maybe you've already found the wall or you need to find a wall, and that's perfectly fine. Nice job, guys. Let's bring that toe back. And let's surrender here in a static stillness. For 3, and 2, and 1. And bring that knee to the front, lower the foot down. Let's bring the arms out like a T, and let's come into a forward fold, hinging. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the hands, bend the knees, sweep the arms up to sky. We're going to move through a sun breath chair pose. Then exhale, fold forward, let the arms come back, heart parallel, reach the arms to sky. Inhale back up to Utkatasana. Breathe in. Exhale, bring hands to the heart, and now we'll gently twist over towards the right. Keep the knees side by side. From here, open up the arms, breathe in. And then exhale, bring the arms back to the middle. And then fold forward, let the legs come straight forward, fold Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, drop those hips, reach the arms up to sky, and come back into prayer, Utkatasana. Breathe in. Exhale, twist towards the left, keep the knees side by side, and when you're ready, open up into that inner freedom. Extending the arms long, breathe in. Good, exhale, bring the heart back towards the front. We'll fold forward, Uttanasana, let it go. Legs are long, hands dangle, breathe in. Exhale, drop the hips, reach the arms up to sky. This is really nice, guys. Bring the hands to the heart. Maybe pause and press those thumb knuckles into the heart and feel your heart beat. Maybe thank your body for all it's doing so you can move through this shape. And then we'll exhale over to the right. Keep those knees side by side. When you're ready, open up into freedom. Arms come apart. Breathe in. Exhale back to the front. This time we'll rise up in the mountain pose, reach up, and then we'll come into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the hips, sweep the arms up, and find prayer in the heart. Nice, guys. Exhale, twist towards the left. And then as you're ready, open up, expanding through those wings. Breathe in. Maybe wiggle the fingers. Breathe in. Exhale, heart comes back to the front. And let's surrender Uttanasana, folding forward. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And then exhale, bend the knees. Let's sweep the arms up overhead, back up to sky. Find mountain pose, hands to the heart maybe. Inhale. Exhale. Let's say it out loud or to ourselves. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And now let's exhale, ground that right foot. Step the left foot back, maybe the big toe comes to the ground. And then maybe you just bring that left foot to the floor. So the right foot in front, and then the left foot behind. As you're ready, open up those wings, arms out like a T. And then maybe this is when you find opposite wrists, opposite forearms, or opposite elbows behind you. Let's start there. And then we'll exhale to hinge forward. The heart parallel with that big toe. And now shift the weight into that right foot. The leg bends, maybe a lot or a little. And maybe you lift the left heel off the ground, and then the big toe comes to the floor. Again, find a wall if you need to, or anything that's going to help you stabilize. And then maybe you lift the left foot up a little higher, and then you find that spot that's perfect for you in your practice today. And let's embody the virtues of Ganapatiasana. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And then say it like you mean it. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And then let's exhale, bring that left foot to meet the right. Let go of the arms. Let's find a mountain pose. Exhale. Maybe scan the body from the feet to the head. Notice the fingertips up to the shoulders, scanning the arms. And from the shoulders down to the heels and the toes. We'll exhale to bring hands to the heart space. Inhale to ground. Exhale, grounding that left foot, and then we'll step that right foot back, big toe down, and then the heel can come down. Get situated, get arranged. As you're ready, bring the arms behind the back and find your hands together. Or on forearms or elbows. Let's find some inner freedom. And actually, maybe we've already found it, so we're going to drop into it, guys. As you're ready, bend that front knee and shift the weight forward. Coming on to the big toe. And then make your way to your expression of the Pose of Ganesha. That right leg can be lifted a lot or a little, just like when we were tapping that balloon with the toe. It can be high, it can be low. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. Guys, let's exhale together, lower that right foot down, bend the knees, shake it out, and then find your mountain pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms up above the head. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Breathe in. And then exhale, bend the knees. Let's step the left knee down, and then we'll step the right knee back. So here we are in table again. And then from our tabletop, let's just sway the hips side to side. Maybe you bring the hips down to the floor, or maybe not. You can make that as big of a movement as you want, or as miniature of a movement as you want. And then let's meet back at table. And then from our tabletop, we're going to embody this inner freedom and this serene sailing in our bird dog pose. So let's inhale and extend the right arm forward. So maybe you stay there, or if it's in your practice today, on an inhale, extend that left leg back. And let's just be here and kind of feel ourselves sailing. Maybe you bring the right arm out like a T instead of in front. Just check in with your energy and see how it aligns with the variations of this asana today. And now lower down the right hand. Lower down that left knee. And let's exhale, press the hands down, lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. And now we're going to ground that left foot and reach the right leg to sky. You can bend the knee. Maybe you stack the hip and make some knee circles, or maybe you just reach the right foot to sky. If you want, you can tap that little balloon with that right toe, just tapping the foot up and down. Or if you want, you can just ground that right foot and feel yourself in stillness. And honestly, sometimes that's the most challenging shape, is to be still, right? Shavasana, so still. So when you're done expressing your inner freedom in this shape, lower the right foot back down if it's not there already. And then let's exhale together, lower down the knees. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders. And let's just rock forward and back so the shoulders kind of go over the wrists. So we're going to loosen those shoulders. Yeah, good, guys. Really nice. And maybe we soften the gaze to the point where our eyes close. And then we'll listen. And maybe we inhale to extend the left arm forward. We'll inhale to feel that right leg move through space as we extend it behind us. And we'll pause. And exhale into stillness. Maybe you inhale and bring that left arm out like a T into that freedom. On your next exhale, lower that left hand down. And then we'll lower the foot down just so we can come into downward facing dog. Exhale, press the chest towards the thighs, and then maybe you lift the left leg to sky. You can bend the knee, maybe you stack the hip open. Maybe you keep the knees side by side and kind of tap that imaginary balloon with the left toe tapping towards the sky and the ceiling. Again, this is our expression of inner freedom. It can be whatever it is for you today. And then as you're ready, lower that left foot down. So now we exhale into downward facing dog. And then inhale, glance up with the hands. Let's step the right foot forward. And let's pivot both feet towards the long edge of our mat. So now our feet are nice and wide. If you want, you can bring a block underneath the heart. And with that block underneath the heart space, let's kind of relax the shoulders. And then exhale to bring the left hand towards that block. Bend the knees a little bit and reach the right arm to sky. Maybe you want to let go of the hand off the block and let that left hand suspend in the air. It's up to you. Block or no block, breathe in. And then exhale, bring that right hand down under the heart. And then switch hands, the right hand on the block, and then bend the knees if you need to and reach the left arm to sky. Breathe in and out. And then as you're ready, lower that left hand down. Move that block out of the way, and we'll bring the feet just a little bit closer together. Give ourselves a breath. And let's exhale, lift the heart halfway, bend the knees a little, hands come to the hips. Yeah, breathe in. And then let's exhale, bring the left hand towards that right thigh and reach the right arm up. Kind of making our way just a little bit higher in these twists off the ground towards the sky. And then exhale, bring the right hand towards the left thigh, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, bring the hands underneath the heart. Let's let them dangle. Maybe they move forward and back or around. And then bend the knees, rise up to stand. Shoulders over, hips, head coming up last. Now from here, pivot those toes to point towards the corners of the mat. The heels are in, and then as you're ready, bend those knees and drop the hips down a little or a lot. This is our goddess pose. Shoulders back. Let's tuck the pelvis. The arms are being to cactus, or maybe you find the arms of freedom. We're going to exhale to side bend over to the right. If you're in cactus, just kind of bring that elbow towards the thigh. If your arms are long and extended, the arms rest on the inside of the leg. Breathe in. And then exhale to the other side. Tick-tocking through. Nice variations, guys. Breathing in and out. Let's go back over to the right side. Maybe noticing that strong torso this time. Thanking our muscles for moving. The heart for pumping the blood. The lungs for breathing. Let's exhale over to the other side. And then we'll exhale to bring the arms out like a T. Breathe in. Exhale, let's straighten the legs. Pivot the feet towards the long edge, just kind of shifting those feet. Now bring hands to the heart. Exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale to bend that right knee. Keep the chest lifted as you just kind of lean towards the right. Our side lunge. And then we'll exhale as we bend that left knee and lean towards the left. Heart is lifted. Breathe in. Exhale over to the right again. Nice job, guys. Exhale over to the left. Exhale, come to the middle, straightening the legs, lifting the heart. Bring the arms out like a T. Breathe in. Then exhale, bring hands towards the thighs. And now let's come to stand at the front of our mat, meeting in our mountain pose. Yes. Inhale. And then exhale, dry hands to the heart. And then exhale again, bring hands behind the back, bending opposite elbows or opposite forearms. Let's ground the right foot. Sweep that left toe across the floor, and let's hinge, coming into Ganapatiasana, our expression, your own expression of the Pose of Ganesha. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And then exhale, bend that right knee, plant the left foot on the floor. Good. Shake it out. Exhale to bring the hands behind the back again. Ground that left foot. Wiggle the toes, plant it. When you're ready, draw that right foot back, hinging and leaning. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. Exhale, come back into mountain pose. Inhale, arms come up above the head. Exhale, folding forward. Uttanasana. Breathe in. Let's exhale, bring those knees to the ground. Making our way to seated. Bring a block with you wherever your block is. And we're going to come into our butterfly pose again, but we're going to do a little bit of a different variation. So I'm going to give you some options. So keep the block in front, and then maybe bring the heels and the feet on top of the block. You can try that. If that doesn't feel good, then come into regular butterfly, or bring that block, or maybe two blocks underneath those sits bones, and then bring the feet together and come into your butterfly with the hips lifted. So it's the same shape and it's different expressions, and the shape has a different effect on us depending on how we find it. So let's just remember that as we practice our yoga, that it's no right or wrong. It's whatever is going to work for us and whatever we are going to get from that shape. Let's give ourselves a few moments to settle in, kind of winding down. And soften the gaze and close the eyes. Maybe you exhale, sigh, and then lift the chest and the heart. You can bring your feet off the block or bring your feet to the floor. Bring yourself off the block. And we'll just come down to the back, maybe setting up for a bridge pose so our knees are bent and the feet are on the floor. Back on the ground, feet to the ground. Before we move into our bridge, let's exhale and drop the knees over to the right. We're lying down this time. Maybe that doesn't feel so good. You can bring a block under the knees if you need to. And then as you're ready, we'll exhale, drop the hips over to the other side. Now exhale, bring the feet back to the floor. We'll tug our knees into the chest. Maybe we massage the low back a little bit, or maybe it's a lot of a massage. I know there's a couple of you over there that love the legs up the walls. Maybe you send the legs long towards the sky. Do you have any favorite shape that we haven't done yet? Bring it into your space. Feeling our inner freedom align with our practice. Let's practice a gateway, and maybe it's even just supporting that inner freedom. As you're ready, you can bend the knees and find yourself in your Shavasana. As you get onto the back into some stillness, let's draw our awareness to the beating of our heart, the physical palpation of the heart. Maybe you feel the vibration of the heartbeat across the chest. Maybe you feel the pulse in your stomach or in your wrist or in your throat, your neck. But connect to that physical beating, that physical pulsing within your body. And then maybe out loud, each time you feel that pulse, you just say, Om, 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 like the beating of a drum. You can do that if it's comfortable for you, just for a few moments, as long as you like. And allow that oming to drift away as you come into silence and stillness. I'm going to chant the mantra for Ganesha, just a few rounds to fill our space. The energy of Ganesha is that of removing obstacles, clearing the pathway ahead of us. Om Gam Ganapatiasana. Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. As you're ready, gently make your way to seated. Connecting to the beating of your own heart. Let's exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Shanti. Shanti. Namaste.